it. Now, when it comes to narratives and why it becomes important is because these are the two biggest talking points. On the one side, there is the Prime Minister who went to Ayodhya today and did what he had to do. The pictures speak for themselves. It is for everybody to draw their own interpretation of what is the messaging that the BJP is trying to send. Faizabad being an important seat, there are 5 assembly segments over there, 4 out of which are with the BJP, 1 with the Samajwadi Party. The message is not only to this area, it also goes across to other parts of the state as well as of the country. But on the other side is Rahul Gandhi, who is talking about quota, reservation and wealth redistribution. Today, once again, he said what has been extremely controversial in the past, and Congress has been continuously trying to distance itself the issue of caste census and of wealth redistribution. Before we expound on that further, let's just listen in to what Rahul Gandhi said at a program in Delhi.
इसीलिए दलितों के लिए, आदिवासियों के लिए, पिछड़ों के लिए, गरीब जनरल कास्ट के लिए, माइनॉरिटीज के लिए सबसे जरूरी काम जाति जनगणना हमने तेलंगाना में किया है और पूरे हिंदुस्तान में हम करने जा रहे हैं। इससे हिंदुस्तान की राजनीति बदलने जा रही है, क्योंकि हिंदुस्तान के गरीब लोगों को 90% लोगों को अपनी आबादी के बारे में और अपनी हिस्सेदारी के बारे में पता लग जाएगा। हिंदुस्तान की हर संस्था का हम सर्वे कराएंगे, ये पता लगाएंगे कि पिछड़ों के पास कितना धन है, दलितों के पास कितना धन है, आदिवासियों के पास कितना धन है, गरीबों के पास कितना धन है। और जाति जनगणना के बाद तेलंगाना में, पूरे हिंदुस्तान में एक नई राजनीति होगी। नरेंद्र मोदी देश को बता दें कि वो 50% रिजर्वेशन का जो बैरियर लगा रखा है उसको हटा देंगे, क्योंकि वो कांग्रेस पार्टी करने जा रही है। नरेंद्र मोदी ने आज तक अपने किसी भाषण में ये नहीं बोला कि मैं रिजर्वेशन का जो 50% का बैरियर है उसे हटा दूंगा।
So now going back to our guests, there can be multiple interpretations of what Rahul Gandhi said. But Nikul Patel, my first question to you is, the party has been at pains to repeat that there is no concept of redistribution that has been mentioned when it comes to the wealth in their manifesto. Now, even the first time around, it was Rahul Gandhi who went on a stage and said that we will talk about wealth redistribution, and today he repeats the same pitch. So there definitely is a thought behind it. Is he countering the manifesto? Is he making a manifesto of his own, which is not in writing but is verbal? What is the messaging?
See, if you see Rahul Gandhi, he clearly speaks about what is happening in the government sectors. That is, the reservation is not being followed, and the people who are into the jobs, when it goes to the privatization, contractual appointments, then temporary appointment, reservation is not being followed. The first step is to make him clear that whatever these opportunities are there for SC, ST, OBC has to be given. Second thing, if you see the reservation policies is being...
No. Wait. Let's one line question, one line answer. Is wealth redistribution a part of Congress's agenda if it comes to power? Yes or no?
No.
So what is Rahul Gandhi talking about?
That is what I am explaining. That is, whenever you create a budget, the budget should be as per the population of the country. That budget allocation is what we are discussing.
So 80% of people in India are Hindus. So 80% of budget should be for Hindus.
Yeah, definitely. Why not? The Hindu, if we see SC, ST, OBCs are not Hindu, I would like to ask you, yes or no?
No, so then it doesn't make sense.
I would like to know.
Affirmative action. Affirmative action is for those who are deprived.
You just let me know. SC, ST, OBC are Hindu or not? Yes or no?
I am not the one making policies. The answer is yes. But the question is, reservation and quotas and wealth redistribution is not for 80% of population.
I would like to know whether SC, ST, OBC are Hindu or not. Yes or no?
Anyways, that question is not for me to answer. Tu hinse na.
Why not to answer? You are diverting from the topic.
No, I'm not. I am not diverting from the topic. I am saying...
Gandhi, apart from...
Tu hinse na, I'll give you a chance to answer.
Gandhi,
but
apart from being a man...
Please go on.
Yeah. Rahul Gandhi, apart from being a man of zero credibility, also is a man of sinister mindset. First of all, the manifesto of Congress very clearly mentions the term affirmative action to achieve the redistribution which he has been talking about in his public speeches. Now, what does affirmative action mean? He needs to specify that. And I think, he has been giving a hint time and again that means that it basically implies a very Maoist technique of snatching wealth away from the poor and, giving it to certain communities. Number two, the number of times the manifesto emphasizes upon protection of personal laws, he needs to explain if these inherent, if the socio-economic, if Muslims would be, minorities would be exempt from this survey. Because, then they can easily put forth Article 25 to 30 of the Constitution and say that this survey does not apply to minorities. And number three, when he talks about caste census, he has to look at the track record of his own state governments. Last year, Karnataka is said to have done a caste survey. Chhattisgarh is supposed to have done a caste survey, but they did not have the moral courage to make it public because they knew that it was a fudged exercise. In 2011, when a similar caste survey is said to have been done, there were 8.19 crore errors that were detected, out of which 1.5 crore errors still remain unaddressed. Fact is, we have never opposed caste census, but we will wait for the time when we are prepared to do it in an impeccable way. Not in the way that Rahul Gandhi wants to do, simply to divide the Hindu society, which he is unable to do so far.
Nikul Patel, caste census and wealth redistribution.
See, since 2011, population count is pending. I would like to know why it is pending from BJP, right? And why they are not doing it. We are demanding because the basic...
His question was why, when a caste census has been done, even then it hasn't been released. Why?
See, if I am answering, you just try to, I'm replying to your queries only, but you want to stop me every time in between, then it will not make the way. Let me know that whether SC, ST, OBC are Hindu or not. Whether our socio-economic policy has never done favor to this community or they have never...
What sort of silly question are you asking?
To Tuhin Sinha, I would like to answer everything just like...
Of course they are. What kind of question? I mean, we need intelligence. Even if you have to ask questions, ask intelligent questions. Why? Don't ask questions like Rahul Gandhi asks.
You are always doing an appeasement politics on minority, and you always want to target that Congress manifesto is always for a particular
Hindu society the way Rahul Gandhi has been
that is not looking good on a national television, that you want to always do an appeasement politics of majority. We are over here in the country since many years, and we have done socio-economic development of so many castes, and we are over here for not just listening the things that you will just say that we are doing manifesto of Muslims. Now people are fed up of this kind of statement from a spokesperson like you that we are only doing good things for one particular community. It is really strange. Come out of this small things that you're always coming out with. We are over here in the larger development of the country, and we are doing everything for everyone. That is what we want to try to convey. The SC, ST, OBC are really finding difficulty in every place and jobs and everything. That is what we want to convey.
Quickly.
Now, wealth distribution is regarding the budget allocation.
Priya, from 2004 onwards, in a very planned way, Congress has been trying to wean away, Congress has been trying to take away the OBC and SC/ST reservation and selectively give it to certain minority, certain Muslim communities. This has been going on from 2004. There is evidence of that. This was struck down 4 times by the Supreme Court and High Courts in Andhra Pradesh. In 2009 manifesto, they promised a similar thing. In 2011, they tried to bring the communal violence bill. In 2013, they amended the Waqf Act to make it more draconian. In 2014, they gave away 123 properties, prime properties in Delhi to Waqf Board.
Which brings me back to the question, Nikul Patel.
Are we making, imaginary charges? We are making charges based upon evidence.
Is wealth distribution a part of your agenda or not? Yes or no, Nikul Patel?
I've already answered, I think.
All right. Tushar Gupta, do you think that this is a part of a plan? When Congress keeps harping on caste census is it trying to pitch Mandal versus Kamandal because it thinks that the caste politics, and that question I will also ask the Samajwadi Party leader, because most of the components of the India bloc eventually come out of that kind of identity politics where Hindus are divided and seen as castes and not as one single unit, and that works in their favor.
Absolutely, that's the only thing that... No, absolutely, that's the only thing that works in their favor. Divide up the majority, consolidate the minority, win every election. Post 2014, people have realized that caste does not matter when you talk about hard economics. There is nothing about caste when you build a toilet, you build a road. Mr. Patel here was saying that when a budget is made, you need to look at the composition of the caste before deciding a budget. I want to ask him, if you're building an airport in XYZ city, how does it make any sense to check how many SCs, STs, OBCs or minorities are there? An airport is going to be used by everyone. The economy boosted by the airport is going to benefit everyone. So how is caste relevant to any discussion on economics? That I don't understand really, but that is the formula of the opposition. That post 2014, they're unable to divide up the majority. So now they go for a caste census idea to divide up the majority. The minority votes they've already consolidated by politics of appeasement, as evident by page number 8, point number 6 of the Congress manifesto, which I'm sure Mr. Patel wouldn't have read. Nevertheless, since Mr. Patel made a clarification that there are no plans for wealth redistribution, Mr. Patel, page number 28, point number 21 of your manifesto, do you know what does it say? Page number 28, point number 21. It says, we will address the growing inequality of wealth and income through suitable changes in policy. Why are you talking about wealth on page 28, point number 21 of your manifesto if you're not serious about wealth redistribution? Why are you saying that you're not serious about wealth redistribution when your leader is going around the entire country saying, hum caste census karenge, jati जनगणना करेंगे, किसके पास कितना है? अगर 50% है तो 50% धन उनको मिलेगा. What sort of economics are you talking about? Because Priya, let's be very honest about it. Beyond the politics, the whole caste idea and how the Congress spokespersons end up explaining it, embarrassing themselves, it's going to economically wreck the country irreversibly. Irreversibly.
But Tariq Khan, इकोनॉमिक रेकिंग असाइड, क्या आपको इसमें पॉलिटिकल बेनिफिट दिखता है? इसीलिए दिस कास्ट सेंसस हैज बिकम अ रिपीटेड पिच व्हेन इट कम्स टू योर लीडर्स एट द पॉलिटिकल हस्टिंग्स?
What I can get over here that people are trying to say, or BJP spokesperson are trying to say, that caste census will divide the majority. That means also that giving reservation to OBC is also dividing the majority. So this also implies, or we are getting that you are saying that you are against the caste census. That's all right. Come forward and very boldly say that we are against caste census. This is our demand, that we are demanding for the caste census. You are in the parliament said that we are not in the mood to have any type of caste census. This is what nation wants to know. Caste census is for to bring the equality in different section of the society. Article 19 says that states have the right to make provision to bring the deprived section of the society, to give them a hand and bring it at the level of all equivalent all society. So if you are against caste census, come forward, and just right now everybody on the panel, on this panel, who are supporting BJP or BJP, saying that if we have caste census, that will divide the majority.
Okay, last 1 minute left. Tuhin Sinha quickly, and then Ashutosh Mishra for the final word. Tuhin Sinha.
You know, Priya, it's very difficult to, understand who's more desperate, the Congress or the Samajwadi Party, to divide the Hindu society. Fact is, the Kaka Kilkar Commission had recommended giving constitutional status to National Council of Backward Caste way back in 1957. We eventually did that in 2018, and Congress walked out of the parliament when this legislation was introduced. Let that be remembered. We introduced OBC reservation in NEET exams, because of which today medical colleges, are providing 27% reservation to OBCs. So these people are, making desperate attempts to divide the Hindu society. But fact is, today the Hindu society stands consolidated and completely behind BJP, which is why their game is over, and they realize that even in 2024 they have nothing to,
let me play the devil's advocate here. Modi ji going to Ram Mandir works in your favor as a political strategy. Amping up caste census pitch, they think that it is going to work for them as a political strategy. How is that wrong?
The only difference, Priya, over here is that we have been consistent for the last 4 decades when it comes to our support for Ram Temple and in our belief that Ram Temple should have been built there. But these people have never been consistent. In fact, Indira Gandhi is on record saying that na jaat par, na paat par, vote padega haath par. In fact, it is the Congress which has harmed the OBC and the backward caste the most. So suddenly today, when they realize that they have nowhere to go, this is the last resort that they are employing to try and divide the Hindu society.
Okay.
You should condemn these things.
10
the way
seconds,
Rahul
10
Gandhi
seconds,
picked up
10
a
seconds
journalist in
left.
Uttar
Ashutosh
Pradesh and
Mishra,
said,
last
"Aapka
word.
naam kya hai?
Is
Shiv Prasad."
this new politics or is it delusional and dangerous move? Ashutosh Mishra, 10 seconds left.
So two things. First of all, affirmative action means uplifting the socio-economically the poorer sections.
By snatching from one and giving to another? Or by creating opportunities?
The second thing is that Congress talks about removing inequality. And that is what Rahul Gandhi means when he says that under Modi, only 22 crony capitalists have done well. And he talks about removing this inequality, so everybody benefits.
The problem is not with the idea of removing inequality and bridging the gap between the poor and the rich. The problem is with how he has how he's proposing to do it. But unfortunately, I've completely run out of time. But the two narratives that you heard about on this show are the narratives that are going to dominate the poll discourse and also the voters' mind when they go to vote. There are 350 plus seats still whose fate has to be decided. We will know which way the tide is going to turn and because of what reason very soon. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me on this debate. Thank you for watching.